Right, where do we start? West Ham 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. It's not great. The back four uh, wasn't good again. The defence was a shambles again. It just proves to me and a lot of other people that basically Eric Dyer, Everson Sanchez, they cannot play together. Um, they're just got no idea how to play with each other. It's the worst partnership in football. I've never seen a worse two central defenders. Davison Sanchez is an accident waiting to happen. Eric Dyer is also an accident waiting to happen. Eric Dyer is not a natural centre back. Under Pochettino, he's a defensive midfielder. Under Mourinho, he's a centre back. Dyer doesn't even know what position he is either. I think when he first came to Tottenham, he was a left full back. He's not a centre back, in my opinion. I actually think he can't play at the top level, Eric Dyer. I don't think he's good enough at the top level. I think he's got too many mistakes in him. And his shooting is dreadful. The shot he had today went probably in row E of the West Ham stands. It was just a disgraceful shot. And Davison Sanchez, where do you start with him? He's an accident waiting to happen, really. As for at the back, we look so fragile. It's unbelievable. Look, the first half, West Ham deserved their lead. Going in 1-0 up at half time, they deserve it because for 40 minutes, we just didn't play. I mean, we had some good touches, some opportunities. In the last 3 minutes of the first half, we should have been 1-1 at half time, but Fabianski saves from Harry Kane. Eric Dyer heads wide, which was a poor header on the replay. It was like dreadful. It was like 4 yards wide of the goalpost, and it was never going to bother Fabianski. Eric Dyer just basically today had a bad day at the office. Sanchez, just what's the point of him? Why does he even bother turning up? It could have been 1-1 half time. We bring on Gareth Bale for the start of the second half, and I'm absolutely delighted. He played 45 minutes. That was superb. Second half, the start of the second half, it's 2-0 West Ham. We all think, oh, no, it's game over. But then Gareth Bale makes things happen. Never gave up. He was like Gareth Bale back today. Yeah, he's lost his pace, but he's still got all his technical ability. We saw it this afternoon in the second half. So that's a positive for Tottenham. Got to start playing Gareth Bale, Jose Mourinho. You've got to start playing him now. Gareth Bale, for me, was second half man of the match for Tottenham second half. I don't know how man of the match is, but for me, second half, Gareth Bale is man of the match. Antonio puts West Ham 1-0 up. Some Tottenham fans on social media are saying that VAR should have looked at the goal, because in the build-up to the goal, Sergio Reguilon was thrown to the floor by I think it was Susak, the West Ham player. He just throws him to the floor. He jumps straight into him. I'm surprised, absolutely surprised, VAR didn't have a look at that. It baffles me. Some days they will look at that, other days they won't. It seems to me like certain VAR people in the room would have looked at that on another day, and then other people don't bother with it. It's like, what's the VAR team, West Ham fans, you know what I mean? Because if that had happened at the other end, I bet VAR would have looked at that and chalked it off for a foul. in the build up to it, but VAR didn't even look at it. And I honestly thought that ain't going to be given. VAR are going to look at this. VAR are going to look at this. And I was waiting for the commentator on TV to say VCR, VAR are having a look at this. And he didn't have a look at it. And I was like, what? How's he allowed that goal? Because I'll bet you a million times over that if that had been at the West Ham end, Tottenham wouldn't have had that as a goal. It would have been chalked off. VAR would have had a look at it and disallowed it. But of course, they get away with it. It's a foul day long. Every time I watch it, the West Ham goal, you can see Reguilon's been taken out. He's clearly been taken out. It's a foul. How did VAR not look at that? I do not know. And the second goal, well, it's calamity from Davison Sanchez and Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer and Sanchez just don't know what they're doing. If you look back on the replay, Sanchez is just running in space. He just hasn't got a clue. Eric Dyer is out of position. Sanchez is completely out of position. And of course, it's 2-0. It's 2-0. Whoever scores it's 2-0 and it's game over, you'd think at that point. And then Spurs rally. Gareth Bale brings them into the game. Our Gareth Bale, he smashes it. We get back in the game. Obviously, Lucas Moura scores. We get back in the goal. A lovely header. Great corner from Gareth Bale. And a superb header by Lucas Moura, into the corner of the net. And Lucas Fabianski has got absolutely no chance. You're thinking, game on. Tottenham are back in the game, 2-1. We've got to go and get we've got to go and get the equaliser, and then last 10, just go and win it now, Tottenham. But of course, the equaliser doesn't come. Gareth Bale smashes a great shot. Keepers Fabianski's beating all ends up, and it rattles the crossbar and goes over for West Ham goal kick. I've leaped off the sofa and just my instant reaction is in and just went, yeah! Oh, that was literally my reaction. Honestly, I thought it was in, and then it rattles the bar because Fabianski was completely and utterly beaten. That is a goal. Fabianski's done, and then the ball smacks the crossbar and goes out for a goal kick to West Ham. I'm like, oh, you're joking. That goes in. What a wonderful goal. 2-2, game on. And then we keep battling till the final whistle, which is a positive for me. And a positive, Gareth Bale is back. He's honestly back. And Sonny looks like we've rescued a point through Heung-min-son. It beat again. Fabianski's beating all ends up, and he hits a woodwork again. This time it comes off the post, and West Ham clear it. And of course, they win the game 2-1 afterwards. But yeah, immensely frustrating. We had opportunities to level. Woodwork saved them. Kane had efforts. Lamella had efforts. Dyer had shocking shooting at goal. He needs to work on his, shooting at the goal because it's just totally off at the moment, Eric Dyer. Davison Sanchez had a shot second half as well. Absolutely disgraceful attempt on goal. He just launches in. He probably landed in row C or something, row E or row F of the West Ham stands. It was high and wide, and it was so amateurish. It was unbelievable how some of these people are professional footballers shooting like that. It begs to, you ask the question, why? How can you be a professional footballer when you're shooting like an idiot? But Sanchez, if we've learned anything from this game, Davison Sanchez and Eric Dyer must never play as a two centre-halves at the back. They simply don't know each other's game. They can't play together. They're both got centre-halves. They've got mistakes galore in them. They should never play with each other again. How Toby doesn't get a game today is beyond me. If I'm going to criticise Mourinho, it's that he hasn't played Toby Alderweireld. Toby Alderweireld should have been in that game today. How Davison Sanchez or Eric Dyer gets in over Toby Alderweireld? I do not know. Maybe he got a slight knock on Thursday night that they're not telling us about, but he must have got a knock or something because our Toby doesn't play and Davison Sanchez comes in over him. I just don't work it out. I think Davison Sanchez might have come in because Antonio is quite a physical forward and they thought Davison is the better option, but obviously he wasn't because he had a dreadful performance in the back four for Spurs today. Absolutely dreadful. I'm trying to keep calm because I'm absolutely fuming with the way we gifted West Ham 2 of those goals. West Ham win the game. We've gifted them 2 goals on a platter. I'm trying to stay calm because I'm on it, but I am absolutely fuming with Davison Sanchez and Eric Dyer's defensive techniques today. They were absolutely woeful at the back for Spurs today. They're the reason why Spurs lose the game. How we don't come away from West Ham with a result, a 2-2, I do not know. Frustrating day at the office. Anyway, we move on. No point moaning about the result. It don't change anything. We still lost the game 2-1. But what annoys me, West Ham fans are celebrating like they've won the FA Cup final. You know what I mean? And then they're so aggressive as well with their comments that they do. They're just outrageous. Not all West Ham fans, but some West Ham fans. You just despair with some of their comments. It's like, where they just come out of the gutter or something, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'll see you later, guys. Come on, you Spurs.